Chapter 13. The Band Director Strikes Back. Nice Star Wars reference. I appreciate it. Everyone tries to act like today is another day, but I can sense it. There's tension in the air, especially among the section leaders who have been burdened with the task of spreading news of our plan.
I don't know why so many of you are looking at the ground while you march. The ground's not going anywhere. If it was, we'd have much bigger problems than these terrible diagonals.
I have a task of my own to accomplish. Finding shovels. I plan to tackle that while everyone is off having their sectionals.
All right.
That's a wrap. See you in the afternoon for sectionals. Remember, no goofing off. I'll know.
Time for lunch. We gather quietly around one of the tables. I notice it's practically the same group that was at the secret meeting last night. I guess everyone feels like they need to band together now. I cracked myself up. And you're cracking too, girl. Where's Clark?
Dunno. Maybe he didn't get a chance to tell the clarinets what's going down and he's with them.
A couple tables away I spot Larry and Aaron eating together. No sign of Clark.
Or maybe he's off practicing his clarinet. Or maybe he's dead. We can only hope.
Don't say that! He's our friend! Did you tell your section what's going on, Peter?
Yep.
Told them first thing this morning.
The guard knows too. Mr. Wiley hardly ever comes to check on our practices, so it was easy to get the word out.
Jerk.
He hardly ever checks on the pit, too.
That's different. He forgets about you guys. With us, I think it's because he just doesn't know how to direct guard.
Interesting.
Now I'm trying to imagine Mr. Wiley dancing with a flag to demonstrate.
Huh, that's a funny image.
Quaker meeting!
We all shut our mouths and go stone-faced. The game only lasts a minute.
This is no fun. Samuel wins every time. So pick a different game.
Let's get back on topic, guys. Did everyone tell their section about our plan? Some nod, some shake their heads. No big deal if you didn't. You'll have the opportunity when we all go off for sectionals. Just make sure Mr. Wiley isn't around when you spill the beans. And while they're off doing that, I'll be carrying out my own secret mission. Here I go. Already made my sectional rounds. Time to get down to business. To find shovels. Now, where can I find some shovels? There must be some kind of tool shed around here. There! The building by the parking lot has a tiny shed hiding behind it. I hope it's not locked. It's open! Score! The inside of the shed is hot, dusty, and riddled with cobwebs. As soon as I step inside, the stench of fertilizer assaults my nose. I can't help but wonder who maintains Camp Bearpaw's pristine lawn and flower beds. I haven't seen any adults other than Mr. Wiley. That's true, we have not run into the warden this time. Oh well, that's not what's important right now. Shovels, shovels. There's an expensive-looking tractor, along with gigantic bags of grass seed in here. There's also a couple random pieces of sports equipment, like a baseball bat, a couple of tennis rackets, and a soccer ball. Most likely tossed here by a kid who didn't know where to put the stuff and just wanted to get rid of it. Against the wall leans a broom, a rake, and 2 shovels. Only 2? Well, 2 is better than 1. You got the shovels! Handy for digging flower gardens, escape tunnels, and graves. Isn't that wonderful? What's that? Someone's coming? I don't think this is a good idea. Just, you know, depending on who it is. See who it is. If it's friend, you can step out. If it's not friend, we stay hidden. I quickly duck down behind the bags of grass seed, keeping to the shadows. Their immense size easily conceals me, and just in time, too. Someone steps into the entrance, blocking off the light. I peek through a crack between the bags to see who it is. Yeah, this is why we hide. No way. I should have known it wouldn't be this easy. I stay where I am. It's too late to come crawling out of my hiding place now. I keep still and hold my breath. Please don't check back here. Please don't. Hopefully when he leaves, he doesn't lock the door. He probably walked by and was like, that's weird. The shed door's open. I should lock it. Mr. Wiley steps away and light comes flooding back in. I slowly release my breath. As soon as his footsteps disappear, I'm going to... Frick. Everything goes pitch black. A lock clicks into place. I feel my heart stop. Next thing I know, I'm at the door, twisting the knob in vain. But it won't open. I'm trapped in the dark. My breaths begin to come faster. Suddenly it feels really hot and cramped in here. Whoa, deep breaths, Cadence. You're okay. Deep breaths. In. Out. Whew. Should I call for help? Mr. Wiley might come back, and then I would have some explaining to do. But that awkward situation might be preferable to this. It's getting seriously hot in here. Okay, I'm going to do it. Hey! Someone help! I'm stuck in here! I pound on the door, stopping every so often to listen if anyone's coming. Is anyone out there? Tears spring to my eyes. My heart is pounding faster and faster, my breaths becoming shorter and shorter. I try to force myself to slow down and breathe deep, but it's getting harder, especially when I acknowledge that I could seriously be in danger here. I close my eyes, holding back the tears. Help me!
Cadence?
Tom? I can't believe it. Is that really him? I'm not hearing things?
What are you doing in there? Looking for shovels?
Yes, but I got locked in. Can you let me out?
Sure. Stand back. I'm going to break down the door.
Okay. I back up, accidentally bumping into the tractor and nearly falling flat on my butt as I do.
Here I go. 1, 2... Oh, wait, there's a lock here. I'll just unlock the door.
I was gonna say, I don't know if breaking down the door is really necessary, but I'm glad you realized. My hero! The door swings open and light floods my vision. I squint against it, peering at Tom's silhouette. His confused frown slowly comes into focus.
That's weird. Who puts a lock on the outside of the door that can be opened by anyone? Did they think the tractor was going to try and escape on its own?
That's an interesting point, for sure. But anyway, blushing time. I race out of the shed and throw my arms around Tom's neck, shaking with relief and taking big gulps of cool air.
Whoa!
You okay, Cadence?
I am now. Thank you, Tom. He pats my back as I let him go.
No problem. I saw Wiley going in the same direction you disappeared, so I got worried. Did he lock you in here?
Yes, not on purpose, though. At least, I don't think so. He didn't know I was in there, did he? I don't know. I guess in one of the bad endings we'll have to greet him casually and see where that takes us.
Shoot, I almost forgot. Mr. Wiley was going around to tell all the sections that we need to meet in the band room after this. He's got an announcement.
Is it okay to hope that he's going to let us go home?
Fingers crossed.
By the time sectionals are over and we get to the band room, I really hope those guys picked up the shovels, by the way. Most of the band has already gathered to hear Mr. Wiley's special announcement. I'm hanging out in the back of the room, spacing out about French fries, when I spot Tom enter the room with the rest of his section in tow. His eyes instantly find me and he gets a mischievous smile on his face. What is he thinking about? He begins to make his way towards me, running a hand through his hair as he goes. Okay.
Did you see that? Tom just messed with his hair. That's one of the signs. I bet he's coming over here to flirt with you.
Susie, calm down. Susie! I fight a smirk.
Ooh, here he comes.
Whoa!
Smooth. Suddenly, Tom trips over a stray music stand. It falls over and bashes into the one next to it, knocking that one down too and creating a domino effect. We love to see it. The entire row of stands crashes to the ground one after the other, effectively silencing every conversation in the room, all while Tom scrambles to stop the chaos. In the end, he manages to save a single stand from falling. He proudly thrusts it into the air and faces the band.
Sometimes you've just gotta take a stand.
Thomas.
Yeah?
Pick them up.
Hanging his head, Tom gets to work on picking up the stands and returning them to their rightful place. And this, kids, is why you always watch where you're going. He was trying to impress the cute girl, okay?
Is everyone here? Even the pit?
Yes, we're all here, Mr. Wiley.
I have an announcement to make.
Excellent. This evening, we will be holding a special event to unify the band and build morale. This event will be...
Get out of town! This is why it's called the Band Director Strikes Back. This is my favorite thing you've ever done, Mr. Wiley. It doesn't excuse all the awful stuff you put us through, but this has got to be the best.
A Star Wars Marathon!
Star Wars or Star Trek?
That thought occurred to me too, because I'm like, he does write his Star Trek fan fiction. Mr. Wiley ignores him. The announcement is met with cheers from some and groans from others. Kick out the people that are groaning.
We'll unwind with everyone's favorite space adventure. Well, everyone but me. Star Trek will always be my number one.
If that's the case, I wonder why you picked Star Wars of all things.
But you kids will be thrilled to know I have every single Star Wars movie on DVD and enough popcorn to go around.
Any other time, I'm sure the band would have been thrilled to have this special event. But now, after weeks of hard work and on the eve of our escape plan being put into action, well, the timing couldn't have been any more terrible.
Yeah.
I know, you're tired. So go get some rest and grab an early dinner. I'll see you at the cafeteria in an hour. Oh, and this event is mandatory.
The groaners make a point to groan even louder.
See you soon!
I instantly head to my friends.
I freaking love Star Wars! This is going to be awesome!
Ew.
I hate Star Wars. It's so boring. Felicity, you don't have to give me any more reasons to dislike you, okay, sweetie?
I've never seen it.
Pop-Tart, you are in for a treat. We are going to start with episode 4.
The two of you hurt to listen to! Do you even hear what you're saying?
Calm down, Tom. Not everyone likes what you like. Get used to it.
Is anyone at all concerned that he's forcing us to sit down and watch 8 or 9 movies in a row? That's gotta be at least 20 hours.
We can hope that he doesn't consider the sequel trilogy canon. Then we might be okay.
I've always wanted to do this, and now I can finally cross it off my bucket list.
Tom, we have more important things to think about.
Nothing is more important than binge-watching Star Wars.
I trade an annoyed glance with Susie. Everyone seems to have forgotten about our escape in light of Mr. Wiley's special event. Maybe. You don't think Mr. Wiley knows?
No way.
This is just his way of building morale or band bonding or whatever. There's no way he can know what we're planning.
I certainly hope not, but the entire band knows by now. How long will it take for someone to let slip that we're planning on digging our way to freedom? I have no choice but to attend the mandatory marathon with everyone else. Plenty of chairs have been set up in rows. I spot Tom sprawled on one of the couches as soon as I walk in. He waves me over, then moves to make room.
I saved you a seat, one of the best in the house. Had to fight off quite a few people.
Thanks.
I'm going to find Eugene. See you guys.
I try to make myself comfortable, aware of how close Tom is sitting. As we wait for the rest of our band to show up, we watch Peter kick Alex off the couch next to ours and take it over with Sabrina. Mr. Wiley eventually shows up with more popcorn than I've ever seen in my entire life. He passes it around and we all take a handful.
Everyone here?
He stands at the front of the room and does a head count.
Good, good. Then let's get started. Enjoy the movie marathon, kiddos!
He hits play and the first movie begins. Oh no! I was like, is he gonna start with episode 1? Now, in all fairness, that is how I prefer to watch my Star Wars marathons, because I grew up with like the optimum way of like 4, 5, 6, then 1, 2, 3, then 7, 8, 9. But I like continuity, so I like to watch it from episode 1 onward. But for Pop-Tart's sake, can we start with 4? Please.
What? He's starting with episode 1?
Why wouldn't he? It's the first one on the timeline.
But it wasn't the first one that was made. He should have started with episode 4. That one is so much better.
Well, agree to disagree. Episode 1 is actually my favorite Star Wars movie out of all of them. So, but anyway. Tom shuts his mouth once the movie begins, but I find myself unable to focus. I could be sleeping right now, or better yet, working on escaping. I glance around the dark room, seeking out Mr. Wiley. There. He's sitting in the back, able to keep his eye on us from there. I can't leave with him watching us so closely. Tom, we need to get out of here.
But Star Wars!
I know you'd rather be watching this or playing video games, but everyone's counting on us. We pushed for this plan. We need to put it into action.
You're right. But how do you propose we get out of here? Mr. Wiley is watching us like a hawk.
He drinks a lot of coffee.
So?
So there's no way he can make it through even 1 or 2 movies before he has to go. Yep. I wind up being wrong about that. He makes it all the way until the 3rd movie. Then he slips out of the room so quietly that I might not have even noticed had I not been watching him all night long. Finally! Let's go. Tom and I get up and sneak out of the room with the same Mr. Wiley-esque stealth.
It's already dark out.
We need to get the shovels. I left them in the shed.
Let's go.
Here we are. 1 for you, 1 for me. Thank goodness. I mean, I guess it was locked from the outside, so there's no danger of not being able to get into the shed, but still.
It's all good.
To the fence! So far, so good.
I hope you guys can dig fast.
This is the spot.
For a long moment, we stand there staring at the fence. Crickets chirp from the woods and a chill breeze ruffles the trees. Well, it's not going to dig itself. I stick my shovel into the ground and scoop up a mound of dirt. Tom does the same, and so it begins.
Did you ever think you'd be digging an escape tunnel out of band camp? It's just like in a comic.
Yeah, but a lot less comedic. We continue digging in silence, panting at the physical effort of it. For some reason, I can't think of anything to say.
Make it wider. We want everyone in the band to be able to squeeze through here, including Doug.
Right.
Do you want to take a break?
We should keep going.
Nah, Cadence, there's no rush. Take it easy.
He gently takes my shovel from me. I flash him a grateful smile, then find a nice patch of grass to sit down on. He sits next to me and we gaze at Camp Bearpaw together. It's peaceful out here among the woods. And quiet. The only man-made sound I can hear is the faint buzz of electricity coursing through the fence.
You're always so determined, aren't you? When I first met you, I thought you seemed like a pushover, but you quickly proved me wrong.
I was shy.
I noticed. But between me and Susie, it didn't take long to crack your shell.
I suppose so.
Hey, what did you think of me in middle school? Just curious.
I mean, she probably thought you were annoying right at the beginning anyway. I don't think you could... I think if we were to tell him he was sweet, he wouldn't believe that. But cute... Might be able to get away with cute. I thought you were cute.
What? Really?
Yeah. Even if you were obnoxious, you were cute in a weird kind of way.
I thought you were cute in a weird kind of way, too.
No, is that why you kept whacking her with your slide? Shoot, now I'm blushing. You know, band is what helped me come out of my shell. Especially marching band.
I'm glad you decided to join.
I'm glad you were there, I almost say, but the words get stuck in my throat. I just nod.
I know that was a tough time for you back then. I can't even imagine what you might have been feeling.
I feel my eyes getting warm, but no tears come. I told myself I cried enough over what happened. It's over now.
Sorry.
I didn't mean to bring up...
No, it's fine. I didn't mean to sound so abrupt. What I meant is... I'm fine. I smile, trying to reassure him. He doesn't look convinced. Really. Thanks for your sympathy.
Yeah. Wish I could do more to help.
You've already done enough. What we should be doing now is helping ourselves get out of here. Time to get back to work.
Yeah. Let's do this.
So I wonder if she's referring to like what went down with her mom and dad, maybe? We get back to digging. The conversation is more lighthearted after that. You've got dirt on your nose. Tom goes to wipe it away, instead smearing it all over his cheeks and forehead.
Is that better?
That's worse! I don't know how much time goes by, perhaps an hour or two. Eventually, we're too sore to continue.
We should get back before Mr. Wiley notices we're gone.
If he hasn't noticed after an hour or two... Agreed. I think we made good progress. Leave the shovels so others can continue our work tomorrow. We toss the shovels in the ditch, hiding them from sight. Then we step towards the trees, walking side by side.
I'll work out some kind of schedule. For now, let's get going.
Phew. Better hope we don't run into...
Mr. Wiley!
What?
He's coming!
Run!
No, it's too late. And there's nowhere to hide. Just,
Huh?
pretend like we snuck off to make out or something.
If I must. No. If we have to do... This is his plan. If that's what it takes, we'll go for it. Just don't push him against the fence, whatever you do. that would be so bad. Like, well, bad ending. I grab Tom by the collar and yank him towards me.
Whoa!
I push my lips into his, cutting off his words. At first, Tom is stiff with shock in my grip. That's just the electric fence. As if he doesn't quite know how to react. There we go. Perfect. Hey! Thanks, Mr. Wiley. Then his lips give way to mine. I feel his hands touching my waist tentatively, then with more confidence as I pull his body closer to mine so there is no distance between us. His arms wrap around me and I cup his chin in my hand, deepening the kiss. I can feel our hearts pounding in sync, thundering like drums. All around me, the air sparks with electricity, and it's not because we're standing disconcertingly close to the electric fence. Dull, is that right? Dully? That word doesn't look right to me somehow. My brain questions if this is real life. I'm kissing Tom. Tom, who I was terrified of ever making my feelings clear to, who I didn't want to ruin my friendship with. And he's kissing me back.
What?
What? Huh? Who? We pull away, though I continue to cling to Tom's collar.
Oh! Hey, Mr. Wiley.
Crazy kids.
You crazy kids and your out-of-control hormones. What do you think you're doing out here?
I grin devilishly. What's it look like we're doing?
No! I don't want to know. Get back to the lounge and watch the movie like everyone else.
Yes, sir. I let go of Tom and we begin to move away. I feel so light, like I'm floating. I almost checked to make sure my legs and feet are still attached to my body.
And Cadence?
Huh?
Never mind. We'll talk later.
Well, that's not ominous at all. Okay. He leaves, and I'm instantly grounded again. We've got bigger issues to deal with than a kiss. My face turns a new shade of red at the thought, and I look to Tom. I think he's feeling good. Tom?
Oh! That was a great makeout. I mean, fakeout! Great idea, Cadence!
It was your idea.
Yeah, but I didn't mean... I wasn't expecting you to...
I'm sorry.
No, don't be! It was... good. Not that I have anything to compare it to, because, yeah, that was kind of my first kiss.
Stop. Yay! His blush deepens. He smiles at me, and I can only smile back, my mind having forgotten how to produce words. I'm too lost in the moment to ruin it by saying something stupid anyways.
Man, we really fooled him, didn't we?
Yeah. Got him good.
Now, we should get back to the marathon before he gets suspicious again. Let's hurry up.
Right.
Hey!
Someone stole our couch.
Clark and Felicity? What are they doing together?
That's a new couple. I didn't know Clark hated himself that much. Or that Felicity hated herself that much.
Dang. Shh. We walk up to our stolen couch. Felicity is sitting in the middle, looking quite comfortable, while Clark is sitting on the very edge, leaning away from Felicity. There they are, finally. Hey, what's going on?
There's something you need to know.
Mr. Wiley pulled me aside about an hour ago during the movie. Not that I minded. This entire day has been more boring than... Felicity, what did Mr. Wiley pull you aside for?
Oh my gosh.
Calm down, Cadence. I was getting to that. We're stuck here for the next 10 hours. There's no rush. All of the band kids nearby are looking our way. Felicity is the center of attention, and she knows it. She's going to milk this for all it's worth. I grit my teeth and force myself to listen. So, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted...
Love ya.
Just kidding, Cadence. You know you're one of my besties. So Mr. Wiley took me outside for some weird interrogation or something. Seriously, I felt like I was being grilled by the cops. It was so annoying. What did he ask you? He asked me how the band was taking everything. He wanted to know if anyone was acting out, too. Luckily, I'm like such a good actress, and Mr. Wiley adores me, so he believed me when I said everything was peachy.
That isn't good. This means he's suspicious.
You're welcome.
Just thought I should warn you.
Mr. Wiley also pulled me aside today, after practice. Clearly, he is targeting his most trusted allies. What did he say to you? He wanted to be sure I was on his side, and that if anyone steps out of line to let him know. He said if I'm loyal, he'd give me anything I want. I said, I want to go home, and he said anything but that. This isn't good.
And we already told the entire band about our plan. You better hope nobody blabs about your brilliant idea. A ball of nerve sits in my stomach like a rock. I look to Tom. What should we do?
For now, we lay low. But tomorrow, we dig.
At that moment, Mr. Wiley re-enters the room and we instantly fall silent.
It may be dark in here, but this isn't the band bus. Keep your hands off each other.
Yeah, that was directed at us.
Tom's just like, I want to tell everybody that. He's talking about me and my girl Cadence. I still can't believe it. Tom and I kissed. Susie would surely die of excitement if I told her, but I want to keep it to myself. I find myself watching Tom out of the corner of my eye, constantly aware of how close he's sitting, and the many different expressions he wears as he reacts to the movie. He's so excited, I almost wonder if this is his first time seeing it. Then he starts mouthing the lines as they're said, and I know that is far from the case. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Maybe that kiss didn't mean anything. We were desperate to get Mr. Wiley off our trail, and Tom blurted out the first thing that came to his mind. You're not going to question why that was the first thing that came to his mind? Maybe nothing will come of it. Or maybe something will. I guess only time will tell. I don't remember much of the rest of the night. I can't even focus on the movies. I close my eyes and take a long, deep breath. I hope this night is over soon. Eventually, we all grow so tired that Mr. Wiley allows us to go back to our rooms. It's 4:42 a.m. I collapse onto my bed, not even bothering to change out of my clothes, and instantly fall asleep. For the longest time, there's nothing but darkness. Until... Flashback town. Oh no, she's crying. Things are going bad.
Huh?
Cadence?
No. I don't want to relive this.
What are you still doing here?
This was the worst day of my life. I don't want to go back.
Go away!
Why?
Just go away!
But we have to escape.
Escape?
Yeah.
Oh. Aw, he turned into Big Tom.
We have to escape band camp. Aren't you coming? Okay. Then I'll just leave you here.
No, don't leave. Please don't leave. I get up and go to follow Tom, but I'm moving so slowly. My legs feel like they're filled with lead. He quickly exits the band room and slams the door behind him. I stumble after him, opening the door to broad daylight. It blinds me. I squint against it, trying to make out my surroundings. Trees, a lake. This is band camp, but it's different somehow. Tom? My voice echoes through the empty camp. Oh, that's right. It's empty because everyone left. I'm alone.